Welcome to another episode of Fulton Fit. My name is Derrick Barber, and today we're going to focus on senior strength and balance. These exercises are perfect for maintaining mobility, independence, and your overall wellness. Let's get started.
Thanks, Derrick. Before we start, let's warm up with some gentle stretches. Let's begin by taking a deep breath in, hold, and out. Let's reach our hands overhead, gently swaying side to side, and release. And now let's roll those shoulders forward and backwards to loosen up. We're going to start forward and to the back. And lastly, we're going to march in place to get our body ready for this workout. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Great job warming up today, everybody. Today, I'll guide you through some exercises that target strength and balance. First, let's start with our seated leg lifts. So I want you to go ahead and sit in a sturdy chair, and I want you to kind of get on the edge of the chair. Don't fall or nothing, but get on the edge of the chair. And I want you to go ahead and take your right leg. I want you to extend it out like this with your heel on the ground, and then I want you to lift it up. And we're gonna hold that for 5 seconds. You want your toes to be pointed towards the sky. And we're gonna go ahead and put it down. We're gonna do that 10 times on each leg. So let's go ahead and start with our right leg. So go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That's halfway there. Let's keep going, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. Go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9. One more, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's go ahead. Shake that leg off a little bit if you want to. I know that gave you a little burn. We're gonna go ahead and switch to our left leg now. So let's go ahead and put our heel on the ground, toes pointed up, and let's go ahead and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back down. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there, y'all. Come on, let's finish strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two more. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So for our next exercise, they're called heel raises. So what you want to do is you want to take the chair, and you want to go ahead and turn it the other way. And you want to go ahead and grab onto the chair for support. And what we're going to do now is we're going to slowly come up. We're gonna hold up actually, and we'll slowly come back down. And we're gonna do that for 15 reps together. So let's go ahead and start. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, y'all. 5 more. We almost there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oof. Okay, I know y'all feeling the burn right now. So let's go ahead and turn and face towards our chair. And now we're gonna do side leg lifts. We're gonna hold the back of our chair and we're gonna lift one leg at a time. We're gonna start with our right leg and we're gonna do 10 reps per leg. You guys ready? Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go ahead and do our left leg. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, looking good everybody. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And finally, let's go ahead and work on our balance with one simple one-legged stance. We're gonna hold on to the chair once again for support. If you're feeling a little advanced, you don't have to, but this is just for support to help you out. And let's go ahead and do 10 seconds on each leg. And once again, we're gonna start on our right leg. So let's go ahead and go. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and go to our left leg. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good job, everybody. Awesome work.
Good job on your workout. I hope you broke a sweat. My name is Cecilia Tran, and I'm with UGA Extension. Today, I'm going to teach you how to build a healthy snack. Often, we do this the wrong way. We just eat a lot of carbs. It might be chips, candies, cookies, drinks, whatever, right? And there's nothing wrong with eating those foods, but it's not going to give us enough to get to our next meal, right? Snacks are not for us to get full off of. They're just supposed to help us get from meal to meal. So from breakfast to lunch, from lunch to dinner. And it's okay to ruin your appetite. So a lot of us, we rely on convenience, right? We might go to the store and find something like this that has a little bit of everything and go ahead and buy this. But in this economy, it can get really expensive. If you're spending $3 to $4 on this every single day, that can add up, right? Instead, you can buy all of these components in bulk and then break it down and let that be your meal prep. Is at the beginning of the week, you kind of do these different combinations and you can pick and choose from that as you go throughout your day. So we'll go over what some of those combinations are and why each component is important when you're building a snack. So first we'll cover carbs. Carbs are super important and there's nothing wrong with them. Carbs aren't the reason why you gain weight. Carbs are the reason why you have energy, why you're able to get up and move around and do this, that, or whatever, right? So let's go over what some carbs are, right? Because a lot of times when we think about carbs, we think about all the bad foods like candies, cookies, chips, drinks. But carbs come in a variety of different forms. So first you have your fruit, right? Today I've got bananas, strawberries, and pineapple, but you use whatever fruit you'd like. Vegetables can also act as your carbs. They don't have as much as your fruit or your normal grain products, but they still can give you that quick energy. And that's the thing. Carbs give you energy for about 30 minutes to an hour, which is what you need. You need that quick pick-me-up. So when you're really hungry and you're reaching for your favorite snack, like for me, it's chips, as soon as you take that first bite, all of a sudden you feel like, I feel so much better now. They give you that. And so that's why they're really important. And then your other ones are typical, like your crackers and your bread. Other options I could use for snacks are, again, chips. I could use oatmeal. I could use rice cakes. I can use popcorn, whatever your heart desires, whatever you enjoy, right? Pretzels, have at it, okay? And then the second part of our snack is our protein. This is what we often lack when we're building a snack, but it's really important. Like I said before, snacks are supposed to help you get from meal to meal. And if my carbs only give me energy for about 30 minutes to an hour, where am I gonna get that staying power? That's where my protein comes in. Once my body breaks down those carbohydrates and uses up all that energy, it's looking for something else. And my protein, which takes a lot longer to break down, that's when it's gonna come in. So your carbs are going to help you fuel for that first 30 minutes to an hour, and then your protein is gonna help you stay full for the next hour to 2 hours so you can make it to your next meal without starving, right? And so that can look like a variety of different things. The one that comes to mind for most people is meat, right? So today I've got some turkey, but you can use ham, you can use chicken. I've also got some beef jerky sticks. You can use cheese or nuts. Those are more of a fat. You can use peanut butter or any nut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, what have you. You can use cottage cheese. You can use Greek yogurt. You can use fish like tuna, or you could do shrimp, something like that. You can also do eggs, hard-boiled or scrambled. Avocados are also a nice healthy fat that's gonna help you stay full as well. So what will this look like, right? Well, it's up to you, okay? So let's start off with simple. Maybe I do something as quick and easy as banana and peanut butter, right? But maybe I don't have any bananas or they're not ripe yet. So maybe I'll do a peanut butter sandwich, right? And add a little bit of jelly to that if you feel like it, or peanut butter and crackers, okay? What if I don't want peanut butter? Maybe I'm allergic. I can do the same thing with my deli meat, right? And then if I want to add a little bit of extra, I can add my cheese, okay? If I want some extra nutrition, I can add some vegetables to that on my sandwich if I feel like it, or I don't have to. And if I don't do sandwich bread, I can, again, do that with crackers and mix and match this, right? What else can this look like? You might see in the stores, like I said before, those prepackaged items where it's an apple, cheese, and nuts. And then that can be a proper one, right? Or maybe I want to do a little charcuterie board. You know, we all group on Lunchables for the most part. You kind of want to think of it as the same way. So you can do this combination. Or I know people are a big fan of cottage cheese. That's a great snack. So that's my protein. I can add pineapple to that, or maybe some peaches. Maybe I want to add some strawberries there as well. Or if you don't have too much of a sweet tooth, what if we get a little creative with this? We can blend this up and make it look like ricotta cheese, and then we can spread that on some bread. We can add some chopped tomatoes to that, a little bit of salt and some fresh cracked pepper, and then that's a beautiful snack as well. We can also do something like celery and peanut butter, right? I can do, let's see, some beef jerky with some carrot sticks. Maybe I want to add some cheese to that as well, right? What else can I do? I can just do my banana and nuts as well, right? Or something like this, a low carb option where I just wrap my deli meat with some cucumber and some tomato and call it a day. There's also, again, a variety of fruits and vegetables. So if the ones that you see here are not ones that you actually enjoy, you can swap them out for whatever. And the same thing with your protein choices. If you're a big fan of tuna fish like I am, I could do that with all of this. And there's a lot more different snack combinations, but you choose whatever you like and whatever works best for you. If there's something that you enjoy eating all of the time, go ahead and add that. Eat what you want, add what you need, right? So if you need any more ideas, you can always find our extension page and look to us for that. But until then, enjoy your cool down.
Let's finish with some gentle stretches to cool down. Deep breathing and stretching are essential to reduce soreness and improve our flexibility. So let's start with reaching overhead, taking a deep breath in. Hold and release. We're next gonna go into child's pose. You're gonna kneel down on your mat. And if you need to modify this position, you can place a pillow or a blanket under your bottom or under your ankles. You're gonna make sure your big toes are connected and spread your knees mat length apart. Walk your hands forward to fall into child's pose. Take 3 deep breaths here. Exhale. And last breath. And to come out of child's pose, you're gonna just walk your hands back. And then we're gonna go into our seated forward bend. So let's sit flat on our mat, legs out in front of you, toes pointed towards the ceiling, spine straight. And you're gonna reach to touch your toes. If you can't reach, that's okay, but deep breaths will help you fall into this position. So take 3 deep breaths here and allow yourself to feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your legs. Let's come out of our seated forward bend and we're going to go into cat-cow position. That cat-cow position is going into tabletop. So hands and knees shoulder width apart. And on the inhale, you're going to go into cat. And exhale, you're going to go into cow. So deep inhale. And round your spine. And on your exhale, drop your belly to the earth. And do it again, taking a deep inhale. And exhale, drop your belly into the side. And last, cat-cow, deep inhale. And exhale, belly to the earth, head to the sky. And now we're gonna finish with some deep breathing. So take a seat on your mat. You can stand or sit for these breaths. And what you're going to do, spine straight, inhale deeply through your nose, and exhale slowly. We're gonna go for 3 breaths. So inhale, hold, exhale. Deep inhale, hold, exhale. Last breath, deep inhale, hold, exhale.
All right, you did it. Thanks for joining me on Fulton Fit. Stay tuned for our next episode, perfect for anyone looking to stay active and independent. Don't forget to share your journey with us using the hashtag Fulton Fit, and we'll see you next time.